We need a new hood system in our kitchen. It's a city mandated expectation.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6, fighting to stay open. Why new city mandates could close a beloved nightclub and restaurant in Richland's Uptown and how you can help. Plus, stolen sneakers and an armed threat. New at 6, Kennewick police say 2 juveniles now in custody after an 11-year-old was robbed of his shoes. And
that's Christine Drazen.
It is election night in Oregon. From the governor's race to local measures in Umatilla and Morrow counties, we are on your side with a preview. And Stacy is here.
Sunshine and breezy winds from the Kittitas Valley to the Columbia Basin and beyond. Getting ready for Memorial Weekend. I'll give you all the details. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good to see you on this Tuesday. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy Redmond anchors Good Morning Northwest. First at 6 and new tonight, a beloved Richland restaurant and live music venue is asking the community for help. The Emerald of Siam has launched a GoFundMe campaign to raise $100,000 for major kitchen upgrades. Owners say the restaurant must replace its aging kitchen hood system to meet current city and fire codes. Because building requirements have changed, the project will also include moving gas lines, electrical equipment, and fire suppression systems. The family says the total cost, including a temporary shutdown during construction, could threaten the future of the 43-year-old business. The Emerald opened in 1983 as the Tri-Cities' first Thai restaurant and has also served as a very popular live music venue for more than a decade.
I always like to tell people that there's something for everybody, and anyone that walks in through the door can find something that fits their niche. Whether you're a fan of jazz music or metal music or karaoke nights, we offer so many things for so many people, as well as amazing Thai food. So this is round 43, and we want to stay here for another 43 years at least.
And I meant to say Emerald of Siam. As of this afternoon, the fundraiser has brought in nearly $20,000 towards its $100,000 goal. New at 6, we have a crime alert for you. Kennewick police say 2 juveniles are in custody after an armed robbery targeting an 11-year-old. Officers were dispatched to the 1100 block of West 10th Avenue last night after the victim reported 2 other juveniles demanded his shoes and used a firearm to intimidate him. The shoes were taken during the incident. Detectives say they quickly identified the suspects and took both into custody without incident earlier today. Both were booked into the Benton County Juvenile Justice Center for first-degree robbery. Investigators say the case is still active. Fire officials are urging extra caution as fire danger is now increasing across the region. Benton, Franklin, Walla Walla, and lower Yakima counties are now at moderate fire danger, while the upper Yakima Valley and Kittitas County have reached high status. Officials say activities like grinding metal, dragging chains, and target shooting can quickly spark fast-moving fires. All right, so for more on our weather, let's check in with First Alert's Stacy Lee live in our weather center. Stacy, what are you tracking tonight?
We're tracking a lovely night. It's been a little bit breezy, and I'm glad they were talking about the fire danger as we head into Memorial Weekend. A lot of folks will have campfires and outdoor recreation, so be safe. Right now, we're seeing a little bit of a wobbly camera up on the Atanum Ridge, our Bimart Skycam looking into the Yakima Valley. 71 degrees, humidity at 31%, and their winds are coming from the northwest at 14 miles per hour. So a little bit breezy there, a little bit windier as you get into Ellensburg, and then much calmer winds heading to the east, Tri-Cities, Hermiston, and Walla Walla. Temperatures are pleasant. We're in the 70s. We're going to call this an average day. I'll tell you why in a little bit. Planning your evening, temperatures pretty nice and mild. We'll be down in the 50s and 60s by 10 o'clock tonight. The cold air continues to shift to the east. Meanwhile, they've been having record-breaking heat on the East Coast. Tomorrow, though, you'll see the temperatures start to climb a few degrees. A very slight chance of a stray shower in Walla Walla. Winds are looking much more calmer tomorrow. Breezy winds, calming, sunny, warmer tomorrow. Warming trend. We're going to see temperatures hitting the 80s heading into your Memorial weekend. I'll give you more coming up. Austin.
Stacy, we'll see you soon. In Benton County, a rollover crash sent a driver to the hospital and closed down many roads in the Findlay area this morning. Around 11 a.m., Benton County Fire District 1 and EMS arrived to the scene where they found a single vehicle in the grass right off of South Meals Road. The driver of the pickup truck was found trapped inside the vehicle and was injured. As you can see here, a Life Flight helicopter was actually called to the scene, but not used after all. The driver was taken to the hospital via ambulance. As of now, the cause of the crash and severity of the injuries is unknown. The roads are all back open tonight. Washington State Patrol is investigating a deadly head-on crash between Selah and Ellensburg. This crash happened just after 5 p.m. Sunday on Highway 821 at milepost 16. That's about 12 miles south of Ellensburg. Troopers say 21-year-old Angel I. Barragan of Yakima was killed in the crash. 3 other people were involved but were not hurt. Investigators say everyone was wearing a seatbelt. The cause of the crash remains under investigation, but troopers tell us the vehicle apparently failed to negotiate a curve before the head-on collision. Now to Your Voice, Your Vote. As Oregon voters turn in their ballots for Tuesday's primary, Eastern Oregon voters are weighing in on a crowded governor's race.
Hello, Oregon. Governor Kotek here.
Vote for me for governor of Oregon.
That's Christine Drazen.
The top of the ballot features Governor Tina Kotek seeking re-election and a competitive Republican primary led by Christine Drazen, Chris Dudley, and Danielle Bethel. The race is drawing strong interest in conservative Eastern Oregon, where Republican candidates often perform very well. There are also several important local contests that could shape leadership in Umatilla and Morrow counties. One of the biggest local contests is in Oregon House District 57, which includes all of Morrow and part of Umatilla County. Longtime Republican lawmaker Greg Smith is facing former Morrow County Commissioner Jim Dougherty in a closely watched primary. Statewide Measure 120 asks voters whether to approve the transportation-related tax and fee increases, including a higher gas tax and vehicle registration fees. In Umatilla County, the Echo Rural Fire Protection District is seeking funding for operations. And in the Athena Weston School District, voters are considering a nearly $5 million bond for a new career and technical education center. All right, you have until 8 o'clock tonight to make your voice heard. Be sure to check in with us at applevalleyNewsNow.com for up-to-date results. Just click on Elections 2026 at the top of our website. Staying in Oregon, a new business incubator program is now open in the city of Umatilla, right in the heart of downtown. New at 6, our William Albert explains how this is designed to support local entrepreneurs.
The new Umatilla Business Center recently opened along 6th Street and Highway 730 following a community ribbon-cutting event that drew hundreds of people earlier this month. The building serves as a new hub for city services, community events, and 3 business incubator spaces for small or home-based businesses looking to expand into a storefront location. City leaders say one of the biggest goals of the program is to help lower the barrier of entry for people trying to open a business in a small community.
It's a 3-year program to grow a business. The first year you pay 30% of market value for your lease. The second year you pay 50%, and the third year you pay 70%. So your rent gradually grows. But I mean, the rents here are amazing.
Officials say the first round of tenants include a mix of businesses that will bring new options to Umatilla.
So we are looking at having a retail bakery. They won't be baking on site, but it's a great chance to come down and get cookies, cupcakes, or order a cake for a wedding or a quinceanera.
City leaders say the incubator is designed for people who may have been running a business from home or are just trying to make the next step into a commercial space.
We have a clothing store coming in as well, and a tax service too. So these are all small businesses where they're either working from home and they're looking to branch out into office space, or they're starting brand new. And what better way to save on your overhead than our business incubator program?
Officials say the city also wanted the program to provide more than just affordable rent by connecting business owners with professional guidance and resources.
As someone myself that started a small business just kind of on a whim, maybe you could watch a couple YouTube videos, get some ideas on how to do it. But here with our business incubator program, it actually provides that tangible help and assistance with seasoned professionals in business to help these businesses grow. Our goal with the business incubator program is after 3 years, they're well established and they can move into a regular tenant space at those normal costs, grow their business from there.
City officials say they hope the program helps create long-term business growth and continue bringing more activity to Umatilla. In Umatilla, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
The city says the program also partners with a consulting firm to help tenants with business planning, marketing, and other support services. New tonight, the Pasco City Council is adding 2 more code enforcement officers to help tackle a growing backlog of cases. Council members approved funding for the 2 new positions during last night's City Council meeting. The city says the additional officers will help address outstanding complaints and tackle a more proactive approach to unpermitted food vendors. The council also backed a letter to the Franklin County Commissioners urging them to release sales tax dollars collected in Pasco. City officials say that funding is needed for Pasco to participate in the Columbia Valley Center for Recovery.
I find it troubling that the city of Pasco, 80% of us have been putting money away for a couple years now for this recovery center, and now perhaps our residents and people who need it will not be able to use it.
I would like to know, the county commissioner reasons, justifications for, the way this is going.
It's our residents, so we want to make sure that we're doing the best by them in their best interest.
Pasco City Councilman Leo Perales says he is personally waiting to hear from the commissioners about Monday night's discussion. And Yakima Police could soon get a big boost in federal funding. The Yakima City Council is considering a resolution tonight that would allow the police department to apply for a 2025 Edward Byrne Memorial Justice Assistance Grant. It's through the U.S. Department of Justice. If awarded, the money would help cover overtime costs for extra police patrols in high crime areas and during large community events. City leaders say the funding supports their goal of keeping Yakima safe. The City Council is being asked to adopt the resolution. Our news live at 6 is just getting started. Coming up next, showcasing student artwork on BFT buses. Our Caleb Stipkovitz talks to this year's winners. And here's a live picture from Kennewick. Stacey Lee is tracking your all-important First Alert weather forecast as we are getting closer to midweek. Stay right here.
This Memorial Day sales event, your local Ford stores proudly salute you. Now get employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs during the Memorial Day sales event. You pay what we pay.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Have you heard? Tempur-Pedic sleep is better sleep. With innovative materials developed for astronauts, Tempur-Pedic mattresses reduce motion transfer, which means less tossing and turning, so you can sleep undisturbed through the night. But which Tempur-Pedic is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. Let our expert sales staff guide you to your perfect Tempur-Pedic. And right now, save up to $1,000 on select Tempur-Pedic Split King sleep systems. Or check out the Consumer Reports recommended Doctor's Choice Plush. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Here in the Valley, caring for what matters most is simply a part of who we are. Because women's health isn't just one moment in life, it's every chapter. Preventative screenings and care designed for women at every stage of life. From first visits to motherhood and beyond, thoughtful care from the people who call this valley home. We're here for every step along the way. Start your journey today at kvhealthcare.org, your home for women's health.
Shortness of breath, chest pains, and a cough. Little things wipe you out, you can't shake it off. It might be long, long COVID. You got chills, brain fog, depression, fever,
Taking care of your mental health and reducing stress is important. Are you getting enough sleep? Most adults require 7 to 9 hours each day to stay healthy. More at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Mental health services at Prosser Memorial Health's primary care clinics. Visit prosserhealth.org.
This is real life. This is also real life for those who shopped at Fred's Appliance. At Fred's Appliance, we don't do gimmicks, just clean laundry and everyday low prices. Right now, all laundry is on sale from GE, LG, Maytag, and more. Save big on top load and front load washers and dryers. We're here whenever you need us. Shop the largest supply of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region, only at your local Fred's Appliance.
This Memorial Day sales event, your local Ford stores proudly salute you. Now get employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs during the Memorial Day sales event. You pay what we pay.
Only one station is on your side.
One station.
Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back. A group of students may have created the most stylish ride in the Tri-Cities with Ben Franklin Transit introducing its newest student art bus. New at 6, our Caleb Stipkovitz gives you a first-hand look and speaks with some of the winners of this year's annual competition.
Our goal with this contest is always to represent the Tri-Cities well, especially the youth of the Tri-Cities. I think the youth of the Tri-Cities are showing that we have a really bright future ahead of us.
Every year, Ben Franklin Transit runs a student art competition, and the winners get to have their artwork featured on the bus behind me. But this year's competition is special because there's not just one bus, but two.
The outside of the vehicles, we're going to have 3 on each side, so that's going to be 12 total on the vehicles, and then inside the fixed route coach, that's the big bus, there's our top 10 winners.
Basically, I wanted it to be a piece showing like me and my mom, because the theme was like, who's your hero? And heroes lift people up, and I'm like, guys, my mom is the first person to ever lift me up, so that's why she's doing that. And then I put a cape to show that, like, you know, she's my hero.
I had different people that I kind of would notice around Tri-Cities, and so I have like people that worked in the field, firefighters, there's a policeman, there's construction, there's friends and family and that kind of thing, some doctors and bus drivers.
I got this idea from where I live, like there's this mural. I was like, I can just take the transit logo and make it as a mural and right there fill up the blank.
So there is both a traditional and a digital category. So it really comes down to personal preference for the students, what they feel more comfortable doing.
I use markers, alcohol markers, and it was my first time using them, so I think it turned out pretty well for the first time, and I really love this piece.
I work best in acrylic, so I did acrylic paint for this one.
The artwork is going to stay on the buses for a calendar year before being replaced by next year's winners. Reporting from Kennewick, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome aboard. All right, Caleb, the student art competition has been running for over a decade, and this year's display features the most winning submissions ever.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
In that beautiful day, lots of sunshine, nice temperatures, beautiful evening so far here in Pasco. Dust Level Skycam 75, a few clouds, but pretty nice. Our feels like temp is 77. Winds from the southeast at 8 miles per hour, looking pretty good. Now it is a bit more blustery the further to the west you go. Ellensburg is seeing gusts right now, 39 miles an hour. Yakima 24 miles an hour, and it's been a little bit windier this evening in the Columbia Basin. We do have a front moving through. It's been bringing a few straggling showers across our upper elevations, but overall we're staying dry. There's a very slight chance of seeing a stray shower towards the Blues or the Walla Walla area overnight, very slight. But let's take a look at those winds. We're going to see them topping out in Ellensburg around 45 miles an hour. After midnight, the winds will start to decrease through most of our area. Some of the winds, though, will start to pick up here in the Columbia Basin in the next couple of hours. But again, tomorrow looking pretty good as far as winds go. Temperatures tonight, pleasant, pretty comfortable sleeping again. Walla Walla overnight at 50 degrees, the 40s all through the region, so looking good. Now, as far as daytime highs go, we've got a warm front moving in. A ridge of high pressure is just starting to build. That's going to keep us in the 70s and the 80s as we head towards the big holiday weekend. In the Kittitas Valley tomorrow, 70-degree temperatures, 69 up at Menashtash Ridge, and your winds are going to be coming from the northwest at 15 miles an hour. Much nicer for the winds tomorrow in the Kittitas Valley. Down into the Yakima Valley, we're going to be hovering just under 80 degrees. Winds from the northwest at 9 miles per hour. Columbia Basin, a few clouds lingering, but still looking pretty good. Sitting just under 80 degrees. Winds from the west at 10 miles per hour. And if you take a look at the foothills of the Blues, we'll see the 70s there with winds peaking at 11 and that slight chance of a stray shower out there. We're calling today average because look at this. We actually hit our average temperature today in Yakima for our daytime high. Same thing, Tri-Cities hit the high of 77. Our average is 78. So we were pretty close on the money there with our temperatures. All right, going forward, look at this forecast. It's going to be a really nice Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day, though, we're keeping a close eye for a possible alert day, and that would be due to these high winds. But temperature-wise, looking great for the next 7 days. Yakima also looking good. You'll start seeing those 80-degree temperatures on Thursday. Overnight lows in the 40s and 50s. Watching Monday for an alert day. A little shift in the weather there, but overall, this Memorial Day weekend is looking excellent for, you know, going to the park, getting out on the boat, hitting the river, all those things. So look for temperatures to stay in the mid 80s this weekend as well. In Hermiston, we'll start seeing those 80-degree temperatures on Thursday. Look for those breezy winds and those gustier winds on Memorial Day Monday. And Walla Walla also 70s hitting the 80s by Friday. So good looking forecast. Yeah. 3-day weekend for a lot of folks. Oh. And yeah. This, like I said, Memorial Days. Yep. Hit or miss. This right year now. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, so. Just the winds. I guess that's the worst.
Yeah, the wind will be kind of a consideration on Monday. So okay. Yeah.
All right. Thank you much. Coming up next on your news live at 6, we head to Seattle where a baby gorilla is making the headlines. That's up next.
It's here. Memorial Day savings are on now at Walker's Furniture. Save up to 40% off store-wide on everything for your home. Find the perfect pieces for your living room, dining room, and bedroom, all on sale. Upgrade your sleep with incredible savings on top mattress brands and bring comfort outside with our all-new outdoor furniture collections. Or pay over time with 5 years, no interest, no money down. The Memorial Day savings are on today through Monday at Walker's.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
So I'm a general dentist who focuses on Invisalign, airway dentistry, and early interceptive orthodontics. We have such a diverse group of providers, and they all have their own special subset of skills and area of expertise and things that they really enjoy doing. I mean, we have a really broad variety of skill sets here, and so I think it's really nice to be able to have all that collaboration in-house to be able to treat our patients. I think balance is my biggest accomplishment. I'm a mom of 4 as well, and so that work-life balance I think is my biggest accomplishment. Being able to have a professional career and also balancing that family life, I think to me, feels like a pretty big accomplishment.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
Okay, let's see what else. Well, there's me catching the bouquet.
Yeah. Remind me why that happened again?
Nobody told me the rules.
Anniversaries are special, so we're offering a special jackpot package with a dining credit, blackjack coupons, discount room upgrade, and more. See website for details. Only at Northern Quest. 25 years bold.
Get ready, Walla Walla. The sweetest season is here. Join us at the ballpark for opening day, June 2nd, as the Walla Walla Sweets hit the field. We're bringing the fun with post-game fireworks, and 1,000 fans will receive a Sweet Stadium clear backpack. Gates open at 6, so mark your calendar, because this season the Sweets are bringing the thrill of baseball back to Walla Walla. Check our website for ticket packages and get your tickets now. Be part of the Walla Walla Sweets experience this season. Let's play ball.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Time to check this out. Woodland Park Zoo announced the birth of a western lowland gorilla on Sunday, the first of 2 expected gorilla births at the Seattle Zoo this spring. The baby was born to Jemani at 5:50 a.m. after an approximately 8.5-month gestation period. That's according to the zoo. The baby's sex has not yet been determined. The newborn is Jemani's second baby and the first offspring for Nadaya, who is also the father of another baby expected soon from Olympia. Well, a family of great horned owls took over a Texas apartment balcony after a matched pair nested and hatched 4 eggs. Because the birds are federally protected, the homeowner had to let them stay. After one owlet fell from the nest, a wildlife rescue group moved the family to a rehab center where the young owls are expected to be released this fall. Everyone else is signing off, but we're just getting started with the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m. Here's what's coming up next. The state of Washington is suing the Trump administration. We'll tell you why this time on the other side of the break.
Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert, only one station, Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
Yolks Exclusives. Original recipes crafted in-house every day by people who take fresh seriously and sold exclusively at Yolks Fresh Markets.
Bath Planet brings life back to your bathroom with expert remodeling, custom designs, fast installation, and right now, save $1,000. Call for a free estimate today, 509-851-0669.
Did you know CancerGuard can help screen for multiple cancers?
Good to know.
CancerGuard helps screen for over 50 cancers, even before symptoms appear.
Wait, what?
It's one simple blood test.
That really is good to know.
CancerGuard, from the makers of Cologuard.
Pedals and Payouts continues this May at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. And the Money Tree is back, blooming all weekend long with over $4,000 in cash and free play. Every Friday and Saturday, the money keeps growing until it's won. Then on Saturday, May 30th, 4 grand prize finalists will try to grow their riches over $10,000 in cash and prizes. May is in full bloom only at Wild Horse Resort and Casino.
Hi, I'm Rowdy with Total Energy Management. For 40 years, we've been keeping the Tri-Cities comfortable with top-notch heating and air conditioning services. We take pride in delivering exceptional service and unbeatable deals. Right now, you could save big with up to $3,200 in utility and cool cash rebates available this spring. At Total Energy Management, we will ensure your house is the perfect temperature year-round. Visit TEMINC.com or call 946-4500 to learn more.
Taking care of your mental health is important. If you are working at home, have an end time for your work schedule and stick to it. Get more at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Mental health services at Prosser Memorial Health's primary care clinics. Visit prosserhealth.org.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Yet another toothpaste that does not whiten. Girl, this one works.
Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to teeth for whiter teeth in one day. Crest.
What makes Yolks produce so fresh? Simple. We get first pick from trusted local and organic growers. Crisp, vibrant, peak season flavor. Because fresh isn't just what Yolks Fresh Market sells, it's who we are.
Apple Valley News Now, honored to be Emmy nominated for investigative reporting of the Sarah Clayson case, the off-duty trooper who police say drove drunk and crashed into a motorcycle, killing the driver. Our exhaustive examination raised questions about that night and whether she may have received special treatment. This is accountability journalism, and we are honored to be the only broadcast station in our area to receive an Emmy nomination. Apple Valley News Now, asking tough questions, demanding answers, and always on your side.
Right now on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m., our Jake Gable introduces you to the next karate star in our own backyard. Plus,
do you think our legislature understands the impact of the policy environment as it relates to the economy?
No. Why one former Washington State Democratic governor is breaking with her own party about today's tax system. And Stacey Lee has your first alert forecast as the news continues now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Here we go on this Tuesday. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being with us. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy Redman is anchoring Good Morning Northwest. At the top of 6:30, we always begin with weather. So let's check in now with First Alert's Stacey Lee live in our weather center. Beautiful reason to smile.
That's right. We'll start with a reason to smile, shall we, here at 6:30. Take a look at this photo. I call it reflection. It's hard to tell what is the sky and what is the river. Pretty cool. I love it. QR code right there on top of your screen. That's how you get your weather photo on TV. Thanks to Lifetime Dental Care and our buddy Chuck for sending this one in. All right, live look outside in Pasco, looking pretty good. A few fluffy clouds out there, 75 degrees. Our humidity at 25%. Winds from the southeast at 8 miles per hour. It's been a little breezier tonight up in the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. That's as this little front's coming through. It's been bringing some light showers to the upper elevations, and there's a very slight chance of a stray shower moving through the foothills of the Blues tonight. But overall, everybody's staying dry, very mild. Temps down in the 70s. Look at by 11 o'clock, most of us will be down in the 50s and 60s. So just a beautiful night. That cool air we've been seeing, that's moving east. They need it because it's been a heat wave on the East Coast the last couple of days. Temperatures will start to climb a few degrees, and then we'll start seeing the 80-degree temperatures creeping in by Thursday. So those breezy winds in the Kittitas and Yakima Valley will start to calm on down. Get ready for those 80s and a beautiful Memorial weekend. I'll have all the details coming up. Austin?
All right, Stacey, thank you. New at 6:30 now, former Washington Governor Christine Gregoire is speaking out against the state's latest tax increases, warning lawmakers that they may be hurting Washington's economic future.
Do you think our legislature understands the impact of the policy environment as it relates to the economy?
No. I argued to some folks about the estate tax because here's what you can expect. Those people are not homeless. They will not pay. They're leaving.
Gregoire made the comments on May 6th during the Association of Washington Business Spring Summit held in Spokane. Gregoire, a Democrat, says Olympia is responding to budget pressures by adding new taxes and regulations instead of reining in spending. She argues that could push businesses and high-income residents to leave the state. Her comments come after lawmakers approved a new tax on incomes above $1 million, which is set to take effect in 2028. Supporters say it asks the wealthiest Washington residents to pay more in order to help fund public schools, healthcare, and other essential state services. New at 6:30 now, Washington State is joining a multi-state lawsuit against the U.S. Department of Education over new limits on federal student loans. The suit alleges the rules, part of a federal policy under the Trump administration, illegally restrict borrowing caps for graduate students and could limit access to higher degree programs in fields like nursing, physical therapy, and other healthcare professions. State officials say the changes will hurt students and worsen workforce shortages, while the Department of Education defends the policy as a way to control costs and reduce tuition inflation. Following up now, Monday's deadly shooting at San Diego's largest mosque is being investigated as a hate crime tonight. 3 people were killed, and the 2 suspected shooters, both teenagers, also died from apparent self-inflicted gunshot wounds. Michael Yoshida reports with the latest on the investigation.
The search for answers continues following the deadly shooting at the Islamic Center of San Diego. 3 people were killed, including a security guard. The suspected shooters, both teenagers, were found nearby dead from apparent self-inflicted gunshot wounds. A law enforcement source confirming the identity of one as 17-year-old Kane Clark, who police say hours before the attack had been reported missing by his mother, along with her car and 3 weapons. Officials say hate speech was scrawled on one weapon and a suicide note with writings about racial pride was also found.
Is why we are obviously treating this as a hate crime. While we had no specific information that would direct us to the Islamic Center of San Diego, obviously those writings are pretty damning.
San Diego Mayor Todd Gloria says one of the teens lived in the community, not far from the mosque, which also houses a school for young children. Officials saying Monday's violence could have been far worse if not for the actions of the Islamic Center security guard.
I think it's fair to say his actions were heroic, and undoubtedly he saved lives today.
Identified as Amin Abdullah, a father of 8 now being remembered for always being kind and for the love he had for his community.
Every single time you crossed him, he always put a smile on your face. Having that type of person that's willing to put their life and protect other people's kids so they can hug their kids, but he's got to go home to be buried by his kids, that hurts. That does hurt. That hurts a lot.
I'm Michael Yoshida reporting.
Authorities have not yet released the name of the second suspect involved in the attack. In more local news tonight, officials arrested a Lind man after they say he shot an airsoft gun, threatened people with an axe, and refused to surrender early yesterday morning. The Adams County Sheriff's Office says 23-year-old Gage Remington faces assault, harassment, malicious mischief, and obstruction charges. Deputies say they used a taser to take Remington into custody after he allegedly shot out a car window. He was taken to a hospital for evaluation before being booked into jail. Now to Northern Oregon, where the Hermiston Police Department is back in its renovated headquarters on South 1st Street after more than a year of construction. The department also added 7 new officers, including 4 positions funded through a partnership with Good Shepherd Healthcare System to provide 24-hour security at the hospital. Police leaders say the department continued operations from several temporary locations during the remodel.
2025, aside from all of the construction, the new hires, there was 29 different personnel changes in 2025. Those were promotions, transfers, retirements, a couple resignations. It was just a very chaotic year for us.
The chief adds the renovated facility now gives the department more room to grow while helping officers better communicate. The sheriff of Walla Walla County says he will retire at the end of this year. Sheriff Mark Kreider announced last night that he will step down when his current term ends in December. Kreider has served as the county's elected sheriff for the past 8 years. In a letter to the community, he said the decision followed health challenges, including open heart surgery in 2023, the death of his father, and becoming eligible for Medicare this year. The next Walla Walla County sheriff will be elected in November. Well, a 14-year-old boy from Milton Freewater currently holds a Karate World Championship. New at 6:30, Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable shows you the skill a gold medalist can possess.
At 4 years old, Camden Sager wanted to be a Ninja Turtle. When that didn't work out, he went to karate instead. 10 years later,
awesome.
It's safe to say that was a good choice. He has competed around the world, and in 2025, he competed in his 3rd straight Karate World Championship. Sager medaled in 4 different categories and received a gold medal in Kumite, which is sparring against an opponent.
It felt super good because knowing that I worked so hard to get there, and then earning that spot was like, it felt like I did what I needed to do. And having my parents beside me and having my sensei call me afterwards, it felt really nice.
Living in Milton Freewater, Sager trains at the Karate Center of Walla Walla. His sensei explained the keys to Sager's success.
Well, he's dedicated since he's 4 years old, and his mom's dedicated, and his father. So the dedication first off, never quitting attitude. You got to have a never quit attitude to get that good. And then you have to have some God-given athleticism.
His mother is a sensei at the Karate Center as well. For the family, karate is not just a competition, it's a lifestyle.
He has worked really, really, really hard, and it was true. He did ask to be a Ninja Turtle, but he has progressed way beyond I even thought.
And Camden has his eyes on continuing his success.
My big goal for this year is to keep that title.
And Sager will have a chance to do just that in Romania this July. In Walla Walla, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
I am not going to mess with him. The 2025 competition took place in Sweden, and Sager was one of the members of Team USA. Over 1,600 athletes competed from 29 different countries. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6:30, we have a health alert for you. Why the CDC says tick bites are rising. What every parent needs to know. And here's a live picture outside from our Skycam network. This is overlooking the Columbia River in Richland. Stacy Lee returns. She'll have your full first alert weather forecast as we are getting closer to midweek, and she's tracking that all-important Memorial Day weekend weather too. So stay with us.
One a Day 50 Plus multivitamins are formulated for your overall health with nutrients to support brain and muscle function. So you're not just setting the pace, you're one step ahead.
Next time, slow down.
One a Day 50 Plus, the one for you.
When it comes to travel, you're a winner. That's why you don't just have a travel pillow. You have a full-body travel cocoon. And that's why you rent with National, where you can skip the counter and go.
Get ready, Walla Walla. The sweetest season is here. Join us at the ballpark for opening day, June 2nd, as the Walla Walla Sweets hit the field. We're bringing the fun with post-game fireworks, and 1,000 fans will receive a Sweet Stadium clear backpack. Gates open at 6, so mark your calendar, because this season the Sweets are bringing the thrill of baseball back to Walla Walla. Check our website for ticket packages and get your tickets now. Be part of the Walla Walla Sweets experience this season. Let's play ball.
How about this? Heads, you go to Northern Quest. Tails, you go to Northern Quest for the $70,000 coin flip frenzy. Just play daily with your Camus Rewards card to rack up entries and earn 4 times entries every Tuesday. Then you could be flipping your way to $35,000 in cash on May 28th. The $70,000 coin flip frenzy. Only at Northern Quest.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment?
Then you know there can be unpredictability.
Workarounds. And avoiding.
It was time to make a change.
I changed. I changed too.
My doctor recommended Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
I got rapid symptom relief at 2 weeks. Check. Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting remission, meaning few to no symptoms. Check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq.
Go ahead. Crank the volume. We got you. USPS has increased daily package processing capacity by 46% in the past 5 years. For peace of mind. USPS Ground Advantage.
1 in 5 Americans get skin cancer by age 70. However, when detected early, the 5-year survival rate is 99%. More at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Skin cancer prevention and screening available at Prosser Memorial Health. Visit prosserhealth.org.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Thanks for staying with us. The CDC is warning the public about a surge in tick bites across the U.S. Health experts say infected ticks can cause Lyme disease in humans. According to the CDC, emergency room visits from tick bites have reached a new high due to warmer temperatures. Tonight, the agency says each year an estimated 470,000 people are treated for Lyme disease. In April, the Northeast saw the biggest surge in tick-related ER visits, followed by the Midwest. So far, about 90% of U.S. cases have been reported in 14 states. Experts say only the black-legged tick and western black-legged tick can spread Lyme disease.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Sure, show the bug story before I come on. All right, we're seeing a jiggly camera in Yakima by Mart Skycam. It's been a little bit breezy this afternoon, but overall a great day. A few clouds out there. Winds are from the northwest at 14, 71 degrees. And yeah, still seeing those winds picking up slightly in Yakima. The gusts are up to 24 now. Gusts in Ellensburg 39. And the winds are getting a little bit breezier here in the Columbia Basin. The good news is after about midnight, those winds will really start to decrease in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. This front is kind of pushing through, and it's brought a few light showers in our upper elevations, mainly the mountain areas, and there's a very slight chance of a stray shower in the foothills of the Blues. Let's talk winds. Again, top wind speeds in the Kittitas Valley, Ellensburg area, 40 to 45 miles an hour, decreasing tonight. Winds are kind of picking up. We could see 20 to 25 mile an hour gusts Tri-Cities, and it's going to be a little breezy in Yakima. But again, after midnight, things will start to calm way down as far as the winds go. Temperatures are going to be pleasant tonight, a couple of degrees warmer than we were last night. Overnight in Walla Walla, 50, 48 for Tri-Cities and Hermiston, 44 for Yakima. Daytime highs staying in the 70s and 80s, 70s tomorrow, and then we'll start seeing the 80s roll in by Thursday. Zone by zone, Kittitas Valley, 70-degree temperatures, going to be a beautiful day. Winds from the northwest at 15 miles an hour. Yakima Valley just under 80 degrees. Sela up to 79 tomorrow. Union Gap at 77. Sunnyside 78, and your gusts from the northwest at 9 miles per hour. A few clouds hanging around the lower basin, but temperatures again sitting just under 80 degrees for the entire region. Our winds are going to be coming from the west about 10 miles per hour. And for the foothills of the Blues, we are showing a very slight chance of a stray shower. That's that kind of system that's moving through. Haven't been seeing any rain though this afternoon, so look for great temperatures. I called today average because we hit our average daytime high in Yakima today at 75. Record would be 95, so temperatures are very pleasant and pretty normal for this time of the year. Today we hit 77 in the Tri-Cities, our average of 78. So good looking average temperatures for you. Now take a look at the 7-day planner. It's so good. We're keeping an eye on Monday for a possible alert day due to high winds. Temperatures staying in the 70s right on through most of Memorial Weekend with a little bit of a dip there on Monday, Memorial Day. Yakima, beautiful clear skies, also possibly windy on Monday, but heading into the weekend, it's perfect barbecue picnic weather in Yakima. Tri-Cities, beautiful as well. We'll see those mid-80s, probably a good weekend to get the boat out and try out the Columbia River this weekend. Monday will be a little breezy again, possibly having an alert day there for high gusty winds. Hermiston hitting the 80s starting Thursday. It's going to be a lovely weekend in Hermiston as well. Maybe get out there and try out the golf course. Walla Walla also nice, good weekend to do some wine tasting or hang out in wine country. So, yes, good looking weekend, Austin. I'm excited.
My daughter's twins, their birthday's Monday, Memorial Day.
Perfect.
Got my wife's birthday coming up. Your birthday's coming up.
All of us Gemini.
Gemini season, yes. Yes, we know about that.
That's funny.
All right, coming up next on your news live at 6:30. Trending at one local aquarium, a new immersive exhibit when you can check out the fun right after this.
We're here for those who build America. Those who believe that giving everything we've got today will pay off tomorrow. Who will drive America forward for 250 years to come. If that's who you are, you should pay what we pay.
Now get employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing. You pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
Lights on.
I didn't understand you.
Morning. Hello.
Instead of building new ways for machines to talk to people,
Enjoy.
Chase is building new places for people to talk to people. Hi, welcome in.
Hi.
Chase, make more of what's yours.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
And Doug.
That name on your shirt, it means something. Because Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance to save people hundreds. Tommy, stop that. Now let's get out there and play like it.
Again, Doug? Parents need to stay over there.
Sorry, Coach.
No, so get your little buddy.
Limu, no! Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery. Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
My mind felt hazy and gray. I couldn't follow conversations. It was like I was in a fog. I was sleeping way too much. I was missing out on activities with my family. I felt underwater. Now I know it was depression. Recognizing my symptoms and finding support helped me manage it. Learn more about your symptoms at seehowifeel.org.
Okay, we're going to head to Newport, where the Oregon Coast Aquarium is opening a new immersive exhibit that puts visitors inside the Amazon rainforest.
That's right. The Amazon Basin Adventure for the Senses opens May 23rd, featuring hands-on displays, jungle sounds, rainforest scents as guests move through multiple Amazon habitats. The exhibit includes animals like electric eels, piranhas, tegu named Chowder, with a focus on conservation and rainforest protection. Aquarium officials say the goal is to show why the Amazon matters and why protecting it is critical.
And I believe that is a picture of Chowder.
Okay.
That's Chowder, yeah.
He looked happy.
Yeah. If you've never been to the Oregon Coast Aquarium, check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I'll
really,
put it on my list.
It's really cool. So, well, the Smithsonian National Zoo has welcomed 6 new black-footed ferrets.
That's right. Baby ferrets are called kits, and there are only these are the only species native to North America. They were thought to be extinct until a rancher in Wyoming spotted a colony of them back in 1981. That's what makes breeding programs so important. These kits are at a research campus in Front Royal, Virginia, and not on display at the zoo in Washington, D.C.
Once they are ready to live on their own, in about 3 months, they'll either go to zoos, wildlife centers, or be reintroduced into the wild. There are now about 400 wild black-footed ferrets.
Okay.
What do you think of ferrets?
I've known people to have them. Me, no, not so much.
Some people, they love ferrets. Like, they're big ferret people.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hear they kind of stink.
There's that.
So, I don't know. All right. Do we have a stinky forecast?
No, we have a great forecast. So stay here. We'll give you a final look at that.
At Prosser Digestive Health Center, find expert care close to home.
Services include colonoscopy screenings, care for swallowing problems and esophageal motility disorders, GERD, celiac disease, and nutrition-related GI conditions. To schedule an appointment, call Prosser Digestive Health Center, 509-786-5599, or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Digestive health close to home. This is how we care.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Even if your child has moderate to severe eczema, they can feel the flow, feel the breeze. And Dupixent helps them feel the heal. It helps calm a key source of inflammation under the skin that can cause eczema. Dupixent is the only biologic therapy approved to treat kids as young as 6 months for noticeably clearer skin and less itch. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Dupixent. Help heal their skin from within so they can stay ahead of eczema. Find an eczema specialist and ask about Dupixent today.
Don't sweat the technique.
How much for what?
11. When kids start making money,
Who's next?
Chase can help them figure out how to manage it with smart tools and guidance from expert bankers.
Wow. Now that's a first deposit. Let's get your account open. Eh? Give me some.
That's good for kids and good for parents. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Thanks for coming in to talk about Doug Jr.
Of course. 3rd grade is when I learned Liberty Mutual could save you hundreds by customizing your car insurance.
Why don't you come sit with us?
Oh, a little snug. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Why suffer through painful heartburn longer than necessary? For effective relief, nothing works faster than Alka-Seltzer. The effervescent formula begins neutralizing acid in seconds to effectively relieve heartburn fast. Try Alka-Seltzer.
All right, welcome back. If your plans are for outdoor activities in the coming days, yeah, the weather is going to be very, very nice for that. So other than those breezy winds from time to time, it is looking great. Let's talk about the big weather stories tonight. Again, those gusty winds dying out over midnight, after midnight, I should say. Highs in the 70s and 80s. Forecast is staying dry for now over the next 7 days, so not too shabby. Let's take a look at tonight. There is a very slight chance of a stray shower in Walla Walla. I was not seeing anything on radar, so put it up there just in case. But overnight lows will be very comfortable. Good sleeping temps in the 40s and 50s. All right, your planner for tomorrow, look at that. Temperatures hovering just under 80 degrees. Going to be a nice day in Ellensburg. Winds will be much lighter through the region for tomorrow. And a very slight chance, again, in Walla Walla. That's picking up a little bit of that precip moving over those mountains. And for Thursday, heading into that 3-day weekend, weather is looking perfect. So, yeah, I'm thinking a barbecue. I'm thinking the boat, maybe some paddle boarding out on the river. Yeah. Lots of things.
It'll be a Memorial Day to remember. Yep. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Hoping your news is good news.
You have a great night.